Hello. Hello, gorgeous people. I'm Lilian. If this is your first time of joining me on this show, I want to say a very big thank you to you. You're so very much welcome. Well, today I have something really quick that I want to share with you guys. And I have been looking at this thing and asking myself a lot of questions, but no, I think I need to come out and just give my own brief view again. I want to talk about lessons that I learned. I'll put the topic up so that people can see lessons that I learned from this previous two elections that has been held in Nigeria. And it really, really bothers me so much when I begin to think about them. And I just feel that I should share my own lessons with you guys. I know everybody must have had one or two lessons that they've learned from the election. The presidential election and the just concluded governorship and House of Reps in the state. Now, when we look at Africa, Africa is a blessed nation or continent. Let me say, sorry, continent is a blessed continent. All the countries in Africa, but I'm going to come back now and be specific with Nigeria with what is going on, because they say you can only talk about place where you know where, even though we read about what's happening in other African countries. But Nigeria specifically, I want to talk about what is going on. Nigeria is a beautiful place, and we know that. And the people are smart, they're intelligent, they are very schooled. I know some people have taken time to say, oh, let me break it down. You go to this country, you go to that country, the amount of Nigerians you see, the education that they've acquired, so many areas. Just think about the areas. Is it in technology? Is it in medicine? Is it in IT? Is it in just name it, everywhere. They're there. They're there. And they're not just there as low. They are there as people who are doing well. They are doing well, holding big positions. Oh, yes. Now, if we have all these things and all these people, and they are all in the foreign land, what do we think will be happening back home? No, it's just a question. It's good for us to know. What do you think is happening back home? So that is some of the things we should be asking ourselves. We have all these people outside, and back home, what happens? People are running away. A lot of people are running away, my dear. A lot of people are trying to go to somewhere else where they'll feel safe. It's not that they don't want to come back home and work. So why am I trying to explain all this before I go to the lessons learned that I want to explain? These people are outside this country doing their best, making other countries rich by contributing what they have learned, their knowledge that is being appreciated, and they feel secured. Why back home, you can't come there and say, you know what, I want to come back home as a medical doctor and work or start my business. There's going to be a lot of problems. Or as an IT person, yeah, some people do come back home. But how many are they compared to the ratio, if you want to look at it? Let me just quickly share this video for people to see that we are on. But come to think about it, how many people are really willing to say, you know what, I've learned so much, I've been schooled so much, I'm a big engineer, I want to come back home because I feel very safe? There are very few. So few. And why is it like that? So now, the lesson that I learned after watching closely these two elections that have been held in Nigeria, number one, you see that this is the first time our youths are saying, you know what, enough is enough. We want to truly come out. We want to give our voices. We want to do what is right, give our own, participate and share and let people know that we want to choose who will lead us. Well, what happened? Their hopes were dashed. Their enthusiasm, the zeal, the willingness to want to do this was dashed and crushed. Why? So when I was looking at the whole thing and weighing it on Saturday, I just didn't come up live to start breaking down, oh, this governor and that governor. I was just watching. I was watching and listening and getting calls to say, this is what is going, this is what is happening. And it breaks my heart because you know what? It has only shown us that the people that are leading us in Nigeria, have refused one thing, that they have refused to allow honesty to reign in that country. They have refused to allow you to have good health care. They have refused to allow you and your children to go to good schools. They have refused to allow you to the basic things that God has created all of us with, that we all are supposed to have in a good country. And what is that? You're supposed to have good education, good school. Yes, will there be private schools? Oh, yeah, there'll be private. But at the same time, will the public schools be good enough for people to attend? Of course, yes. But what is happening? All we see is that the public school is a nowhere for your children to go to. And these are very smart kids. So, number one, I want to say that I learned that our people are very selfish. The people who are leading. It's selfishness that I will call it. Because if it's not selfishness, you want to build your nation and you want to lead people who want you. They're like, I want you. I have voted for you. Not causing chaos or fighting or saying, I want to take it by force. When are we going to learn? When are these things going to truly change? When are we going to say, you know what? As a Nigerian, I was a leader there, but now I want the people to choose. If they want me back, I want to come back. So, number one, I learned that the selfishness will never go away. It won't. Because if you're not selfish, you want other people to come. You want things to get better. You know, before the election, if you guys noticed something, people were going to all manner of places. Church in different places. People were going to different people. They go dobale. You know what I mean? Dobale, if you're not in Nigeria, means that going there to give like extra greetings and trying to be persuasive for these people to come. But guess what? How long? As a human being, God has given us an amount of time on this earth. When the time is up, what are you going to say? Or even when you're talking to your grandchildren, if you have ruled in a way that is not so cool, what will you say to your grandkids about credibility? I was talking to my son this afternoon and I said, listen, the place you're working, you should be credible. Because we all now are looking at Peter Obi and like, oh my God, this man is so fabulous. He's so nice. He doesn't cheat. He's so good. Because he decided that as a human being, he is not supposed to do that. He's supposed to be credible. He's supposed to be credible. So I was telling him, I said, look, listen, what you need at work is credibility. Don't compromise and don't cheat. Don't do anything that you know is not going to bring you a good name. But from what I see from our leaders, and I just want to hope and I pray that the young ones that were elected into office, who have never been into office, that they will do the right thing. Don't follow the old good, old milk. Like, oh, you know what? This is how it's been done. Check it. Is that how it's been done? If that is not how it's supposed to be, and that is how it's been done, you should know that it is wrong. Don't do it. Don't do it at all. You have to do what is right. That's the only thing that will save us. That's the only thing that can turn Nigeria around. If you like, go there, rule for 30 years and 50 years. Sorry that I have to be moving around, that my camera is shaking. If you like, go there, rule for 10 years, 20 years. If you're not doing the right thing, the legacy is easily forgotten. People will forget you so quickly. And they're going to say, what did he do when he was there? Nothing. So if God has given you the opportunity this time around again, seeing that the youths are really eager for a change, they want a country where light will be functioning. In a day in Nigeria, you're in your house, you can't get light for 2, 3, 4 hours. That is a shame. Let the truth be said. It's a shame. So the thing is, people are clamoring for something good because we want our country to be like other places. We want our country to have the good amenities that people are having. You don't have to be so rich to have the basics of life. That is why you have a leader in a country. Number 2 lesson that I learned I've given number one. Number two lesson that I learned is that it just shows us the truth that all the elections that have been done before is always concluded before they come out to say people come and vote. And that's why prior to this time, people have not been coming out to vote. Because like, what am I going out to vote for when I'm not going to see what I'm voting? If you're just joining the show, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Continue to come back. This is the Real Lilian Show where we talk about a lot of things. I have a new series that is coming up where I'll be telling a lot of different stories and encouraging people, because that's what life is all about. When you encourage and motivate people, it gives them the strength and the power to want to do more in whatever thing that they've engaged themselves in or planning to do. Not to keep tearing down. It's not going to help our society. It's not going to help us. So the second thing that I've learned is that all the elections that we've been having in Nigeria, they're gonna not say me talk more. Now why you? They conclude before they come out, can't say election day. They don't already conclude finish. So they come out, can't tell us, oh yeah, I'll see election. No, it shouldn't be like that. That's the second thing that I learned. And I'm like, okay, that is why a lot of people were very reluctant to say, why would they come out to even vote? Why should they even come out to vote when their vote is not going to count? No, 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 no. You can't give up. I want to encourage you as a Nigerian youth, because you know what? This is the time. The time has come for the youths to say, if you want to take over, you have to go vote, number one, and make yourself available to go work over there. Go to any of the ministries, make yourself available, start working there, and start working your way to say, next election. It doesn't matter if I'm 20 years old. It doesn't matter if I'm 25 years old. I'm going to contest for something, because I know what we move, make the country better. And I want to work with the people who are there. I want to be part of the change. I'm just hoping that next election, we're going to have more young people who have good mind, the mind for a change for the country, and not the mind to say when they hire you, because, these people, we hire them. That's how it's done in other countries. And that's why you see that the elections are very peaceful. You go there, you look at it and say, okay, he has done this, he has done that. Let me give him a higher chance again. Or you know what, this person that is coming up front for the first time is better, and let me vote. And you cast your vote. It doesn't matter who. Well, a lot of young people now who are presidents, they're all under 50 years old. Most of them. So who say you can't be a governor at 25 or 30? Of course you can. If you have the vision, you can. You don't have to wait till you're 50 or 60. So that's what I have come here to tell us. That when I looked at this whole thing, I just sat down and like, what? So that means all the election, what would they get since for our country? Nadagbo. Yes, now. Nadagbo. Because they don't give you the time to choose. They choose who they want. And they just tell you, okay, you know what? We know you're going to vote, but it's not going to count. So we're choosing who we want. It shouldn't be so. It should just not be so. Those are the lessons I learned. And another thing that I learned is that the youths have awoken. It doesn't matter if some of their desires were not met or the people they wanted to come in did not come in. But the truth is that the youths are awake. There's a reawakening in Nigeria to say, well, and what I mean youth, it doesn't just mean people who are under 20 or under 30. I'm talking about overboard now, general. Doesn't matter your age. They're all awake and to say, I think we want a better Nigeria. If we really want to call this place our home, we want good leadership. We want people who will go there, that we are hiring them, and they will do what they're supposed to do by helping the community. You don't want somebody to come and say, oh, I just bought a car that I'm supposed to be moving around with, and begin to say, oh, I'm giving testimony that I bought a car. It's your right. You're supposed to have a car. It doesn't matter the kind of work you do. It don't matter whether it's a set attache for market. You're supposed to have a car for you to be comfortable to move from your house to your store. So you're supposed to have a car. It's your right. If the government was good and everything they work, why not? You should buy a car while you are in school, because over there in abroad, people are in secondary school, high school, secondary school, that they drive come school, that they walk. They close from school, they go work. So they get their small money, they buy small car when they bring. So not be arakaba, arakaba, shege, shege, shege. God has given me a car testimony that no. There's some kind cow that's okay. You know what? I've been believing God for this car and I'm working towards it. I believe I'm going to get it in the future, like me. I'm believing God to drive a Ferrari or Lamborghini. It's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to happen. So yeah, if you desire something like that, we know that okay, that can come. But a regular car that you should drive, come on now. You should have a regular car. Worst case, start with 29, start with Tesla, Toyota. Just you need something to move you here to here. Move you here to here. So it's very important for us to know that as Nigerians, we are entitled to good life. We are entitled to good government. When go rule us, keep the air clean. Other countries now, they are trying how to stop even fuel, petrol, cars, so that you just go on them, plug it in and begin to charge. So that the air go they clean. Even this one, they clean, we say clean. They say, no, it's not clean, rich. They want to make it clean more. So the thing is, the youth should not be afraid and don't give up. Make sure that you begin to work hard towards the next one and say, I am going to contest, but I'm going there to contest so I can help the people and work for the people, not be to work for Bele and only their own people. Good. So that's what I want to share with us today. I want to believe that, things will change. We all are believing and hoping, fingers crossed, that things will change in that nation, Nigeria. And I believe it. I mean, looking at what is happening now, especially in our musical area, in our acting area, the show business in general, how God is, bringing them to penetrate into other countries and the acceptance that we are getting. So that simply shows that we're going somewhere. So by the grace of God, now when we get one kind leadership, when go lead us well, then people going to come Nigeria for different things because they know that our people are very talented. We are very, very talented. Like it or leave it. That is the truth. If they want learn work, they learn a rich grant. This hair where they played now, when Nigeria played the hair, it is in a machine. There's so many things, so many, I can't begin to count it. We're so blessed in Nigeria, so blessed in Africa that if say good government day, other nations have go, they can't do business with us. So when you go another country, not just holiday, you they go. Because adventure is good to travel. It's good to travel. Well, now what I don't come share with us today with this. But I'm coming back again later today with different topic and different things and some good stories about our individual life, things when they touch us, reach house, how will they address them and how do we see them? And if you want me to even talk about something that is pressing to your heart, you have a question, don't fail to inbox me. I will do that definitely. Thank you so much for all of you that have joined. Till I see you on the next video. Bye bye now.